Tonight, prosecuting Pop. The Manhattan District Attorney now says he no longer is going to go after low-level marijuana cases. It's an issue that's being discussed now nationwide. 8 states have now legalized recreational marijuana use. And as 7 Eyewitness News reporter Justin Moore tells us tonight, one local lawmaker believes that New York is closer than ever now to joining that list.
And I was just walking through the projects eating an ice cream sandwich, and the cops was like, "You over there with everybody else?" And they lined me up against the wall. They went through my pockets. I told them I didn't have ID.
Sherman Weld Middlebrooks was an 18-year-old college student when he was arrested for a couple of sacks of weed in his pocket.
I'm seeing folks coming in on murder charges, drug charges, gun charges, robberies, rapes. And I'm like, I'm not a gun toter, I'm not a burglar.
He thinks Buffalo police were profiling young men outside the Riverside projects at the time of his arrest. It was his family who kept him from doing time.
And say that I am a positive member of my community, and say that I did make a mistake, and to say that I do not deserve to be treated like a criminal.
According to the Partnership for the Public Good, between 2012 and 2016, 2,000 arrests were made in Buffalo for low levels of marijuana possession. 86% were people of color, while 13% were white. But blacks only make up 38% of the population.
For first-time, low-level marijuana offenders, these cases are not being prosecuted.
Erie County District Attorney John Flynn says these type of studies don't surprise him. In fact, he recently had a case for a black homeless man who was thrown into jail for a small amount of pot.
And I had someone go over to city court and find out what this is all about, and after looking into it, we decided that dismissal was the appropriate remedy.
Spokesperson for the city of Buffalo, Michael DeGeorge, tells 7 Eyewitness News there were only 143 marijuana arrests last year. He says the vast majority of arrests are made after 911 calls from people reporting suspicious activity. However, Mayor Brown is looking at potential policy changes.
It's costing hundreds of millions of dollars to go through the criminal justice system, and another hundreds of millions of dollars to implement foster care and adoption services.
New York Assemblywoman Crystal Peoples-Stokes is pushing to legalize marijuana in New York. She says way too much money is being spent on prosecuting these low-level crimes. It's also breaking up homes and blocking people of color from getting services to better themselves.
Folks in Albany are starting to get a sense that people in their communities don't want their jails overflowing with non-violent offenders, period.
In Buffalo, Justin Moore, 7 Eyewitness News.